got him.
Oh,
Come on, that's a good fish too.
Yes.
That's a good fish.
wow.
Got him on. Got him on. Yes. Right at the back of the boat there. Wow.
Oh dear. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good, mate.
All right, it's Michael Guest here. Welcome to Fishing the Edge. I'm here with my good mate Brian Perry, better known as Barney, and we're just chasing some whiting on some little walker lures. And old Barney here, I better not lose it on you, Barney. Oh,
You get one chance, mate.
One chance.
One chance.
one chance. I'm going to wait for the chance, and we've got him.
All right, good stuff.
And that's a nice start. So certainly whiting fishing with surface lures and then poppers to start with has just grown in momentum like you wouldn't believe. And we're just working this creek, some real tannin coloured water, and Barney's just come up with a beautiful fish there. Magnificent coloured fish. Look at that colour
They are bright.
in those fins. Awesome. And there's that, this is a little clear. Now you found the clear lure's been working pretty good lately.
Yeah.
We're around the new moon, just past the new moon, which is the dark of the moon. Just show everybody that little clear lure there. That's called a meebaroo, and it's got a little tiny cut face on the front of it there. So it's a walker lure, so a little bit different to a popper, more of a finesse presentation than a popper. And if you know how to work that right, you can get yourself one of those magnificent coloured whiting. And Barney actually had 2 or 3 fish up and shoulder charging each other to get in amongst it. So
Get another one, eh?
yeah, let's go do it again.
Good fun.
Slightly different technique with these little walker style lures. So they've got a tiny little cut face, they sit on the surface. So it's a matter of adjusting to the conditions a little bit and your rod length, but keeping your rod tip fairly high and just getting that shaking action and keeping that lure so it's walking across the surface all the time. And I'm winding really quite slowly, as you can see there, and just rattling that rod tip. And the whole idea of that is to make it look like a shrimp or a prawn that's just skipping and darting across the surface. And that's that action is what's going to entice the whiting to come up and crash it and think it's a little shrimp. So that's the technique. If you tend to keep your rod tip down and work it too low, you'll push these little light walker lures under the surface, and it's probably not quite the presentation that you want. The most important thing is when you get a whiting come up and follow you, just keep that movement happening. If it was a brim or a bass, you'd pause, twitch it a little bit, pause, and quite often the brim or the bass would eat it when it's paused. But with the whiting, as soon as you stop, they'll turn away and go and find something else to do. So it's important to keep winding. Yes, got him. Having some great fun chasing these whiting on these little minnows. And certainly whiting on poppers have been something that's been pretty damn popular for a fair while now. And there's a few different techniques. Barney's just going to stick the net under that one for me. But with the walking lures, it's a little bit harder. And a pair of Polaroid sunglasses are definitely an advantage, because you don't see that splash with the surface popper when you're popping away. You can see that surface splash and keep an eye on where that lure is. But these little minnows are such a small little lure, they can be quite difficult to see. And it's a matter of just keeping that little rattling technique moving along. And that's that lure there. So because it's got such a small surface area or such a small face on it, it's not pushing a lot of water. And it's just that finesse presentation which can make the difference. And we've had some bigger poppers and surface lures on today, and they're not working. And just this little minnow, and with that clear body and that bit of a pink hue to the back, it's certainly working very, very well. And that's a better fish again, that one there. This is a nice whiting. Great fun, and great to see them come charging in packs and eat your lures. Oh, yes! Oh, that's a bite. That's a tremendous bite. Oh, I don't think he's a huge fish, but that was a great bite. Gee, this is good fun. We're just talking off camera there a minute ago about we do a lot of whiting fishing with bait, and I'll certainly take my kids out and use some live worms, but from a light tackle sport fishing perspective, you know, this is great fun. You can let your fish go without having them hooked deep in the stomach, because those little razor sharp hooks are pinning them just underneath the jaw. But it is just great fun. Have a look at that fella in the water there. They're a great looking fish, the old whiting, and you can see the sort of country we've been drifting across here, shallow sandbanks. A bit of a drop off. We're just coming up onto a bit of a shallow sand flat here now, and the fish like to hang on those edges going from the shallow to the deeper sections. Just get him in. Just lift that light leader nice and carefully, and that's a nice fish too. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a better fish. Oh, that's another nice whiting. Just have a look at that lure in his mouth and the way they swim underwater. There we go. There you go, beautiful whiting. Just come in and crash that little minnow. Here he is, and got him. Oh, yes. Oh, that's great fun. Any surface lure action is great fun, and certainly chasing these whiting is no exception whatsoever. And we'll talk a little bit about the tackle here in a minute. We'll just swing this fella up. Oh, there's another one on that little Shirasu minnow. That little minnow's doing a great job. It's funny how you have a go-to lure or a lure that you really enjoy using, and it's generally because you've had some success, and certainly today it has been the bomb, that one so far. So he's only a little fish, but great to see him come in. Let's talk about the tackle for a minute. Back in the water. Okay, so we're casting really super lightweight lures. That lure is very, very light, so it's important to use the conditions with you. If you've got a bit of breeze, certainly want that in your back. Work your tide changes. We've just had the last of the run in, the start of the run out, and the fish are starting to bite a little bit. Little threadline reel. This is a 7-foot rod, just a nice long 7-foot, 2 kilo rod, a bit of 3 pound braided line there, PE line, and I'm only using a 3 pound leader, just a really super light leader. So pretty easy tackle. Get out there and have some fun.
Yep, got him on. Oh yes. Woo-hoo-hoo.
He's a nice one, mate.
Nice fish.
Beautiful. Well done. That's another one. Oh. Well done, Barney. Once again on that little clear minnow with that pink back and the little stripes on the side. So, mate, we've had a great time.
Terrific, mate.
Hey, we've had a good time, haven't we? Without a doubt. You've been watching Fishing the Edge. It's Guesty here with mate Barney. We've been having a fat old time catching a few whiting on some little walker lures. So, mate, the day's not done.
Not quite, not quite.
A few more casts yet. Catch you next time.